warning from the Energy Department. According to new projections, Americans could face up to 800 hours of blackouts per year by 2030. That's more than a month without power, and it's raising some questions about the reliability.
Look around you. Everything you rely on, your job, your food, your water, your communication, it all rests on one invisible constant force: electricity. We live in a world powered by a system so vast, so complex that we simply take its existence for granted. It is the lifeblood of modern civilization. But what if that system is not just fragile, but actively targeted? What if there is a date on the calendar, a deadline whispered in the halls of global security agencies that marks the moment of maximum vulnerability? That date is 2027. This isn't a temporary power outage. This is the global blackout. A single catastrophic event that doesn't just turn off the lights, but resets the clock on human progress. We will explore the terrifying mechanism of this collapse, the geopolitical forces driving it, and the hidden twist that ensures this blackout will not be measured in hours, but in years. The modern power grid is a marvel of engineering, but it is also a giant interconnected house of cards. It is designed to be efficient, not resilient. The key vulnerability is called cascading failure. Imagine a single transmission line fails. The power it was carrying instantly reroutes to other lines, overloading them. They trip, rerouting their load, and the domino effect accelerates. In a matter of minutes, a localized incident can spiral into a regional or even continental collapse.
Millions of people across Spain and Portugal have been hit by massive power cuts. Trains stopped, planes were grounded, and there was chaos on the roads as traffic lights failed. Internet and mobile phone networks are down. Shops and businesses were plunged into darkness, and there's been panic buying.
This is the inherent flaw in a system built on decades-old technology: the SCADA problem. The grid is managed by supervisory control and data acquisition, SCADA systems, often old, insecure, and connected to the internet. The Interconnectedness Trap. Grids are designed to share power across vast distances, meaning a failure in one country can instantly destabilize a grid thousands of miles away. The geopolitical deadline. Security experts have identified 2027 as a critical year for infrastructure defense, driven by escalating geopolitical conflicts where cyber warfare is the primary weapon. The trigger for the 2027 scenario is not a natural disaster, but a state-sponsored cyber attack. Hostile nations have spent years mapping the digital blueprints of our critical infrastructure. They are not looking to simply turn off a substation. They are looking for the kill switch, the specific coordinated sequence of digital commands that will trigger a cascading failure across multiple continents simultaneously. This is the first layer of the problem: a sophisticated, multi-vector attack that exploits the grid's inherent interconnectedness. The goal is not disruption, but destruction. The attack is designed to push the system past its point of no return, ensuring the blackout is global and immediate. Now, let's introduce the twists that turn a temporary blackout into a civilizational collapse. When the power goes out, the immediate assumption is that it will be fixed in a few days. But the architects of the 2027 blackout have a deeper understanding of the grid's fragility. The first obstacle is the permanent hardware damage. The most vulnerable components of the grid are the massive custom-built extra-high voltage EHV transformers. These transformers are the heart of the system, and they are incredibly susceptible to two things: a coordinated cyber-physical attack that forces them to overload, or a massive geomagnetic disturbance, GMD, a solar flare that induces currents that melt their copper windings. The twist is that the cyber attack is designed to mimic a GMD event, or perhaps even be coordinated with a natural solar event. When these transformers fail, they don't just trip a breaker, they are physically destroyed. And here is the terrifying truth: these transformers are not off-the-shelf parts. They are custom-built, take 12 to 18 months to manufacture, and there are virtually no spares. The second obstacle is the collapse of the supply chain.
The Portuguese government has ruled out a cyber attack, but tonight Spain's Prime Minister said all causes would be investigated as he asked people to only use their mobile phones responsibly.
Telecommunications are now at a critical moment. It may be a few hours until we can fully recover electricity, and therefore we need to make short calls and only use the emergency number if it's really necessary.
A global blackout means no communication, no GPS, no banking, and most importantly, no fuel pumps. The repair crews, even if they had the spare parts, cannot mobilize. They cannot communicate. They cannot get fuel. The complex, just-in-time logistics that deliver food and medicine to our cities fail within 72 hours. The final, most insidious twist is digital amnesia. When the power returns, the data centers that hold the keys to our modern world, the financial records, the medical histories, the government databases, will be corrupted or lost due to the sudden uncontrolled shutdown. Even if the lights come back on, the trust, the data, and the infrastructure of our digital society will be gone. The world that returns will be unrecognizable. The truth of the 2027 blackout is that our civilization is dangerously brittle, but the knowledge of this vulnerability is not a cause for despair. It is a call to action. The end of the hyper-connected world is the beginning of the resilience protocol. We cannot prevent the sun from flaring, and we cannot stop every cyber attack, but we can change the way we live. The solution lies in decentralization and community. This means investing in microgrids, small local power systems that can disconnect and operate independently. It means returning to analog resilience, learning basic skills, storing water and food, and building local communication networks that don't rely on the global internet. The power to survive and rebuild will not come from a centralized government, but from the strength of your local community. The global blackout is a deadline, but it is also an opportunity. It forces us to shed the illusion of security and embrace self-reliance. By understanding the fragility of the system, you become the most resilient part of the new one. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on the tech that is reshaping our world, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, stay prepared and stay resilient.